And welcome back to Realm of Shade. Here on this
Welcome.
April 1st,
Damn it.
it's Curse of Strahd, session
Like
20.
Curse Lead.
This is 35, but actually
One.
21. In today's session of Curse of Strahd, every single space is going to be moved, every single 5-foot space is going to be changed to 6 feet in celebration of the quarantine. To account for this,
April
Barovia
Fool's
is going to
Day.
be extended every 5 feet by another foot, so Barovia is now several miles longer.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. But it's
I think
6
for
foot
the
shade,
April
you're forgetting.
Fools, every time we take an action, we must draw a card out of the deck of many.
So
See,
does this mean we
what I
get
should
the
do
wagon?
is just kill your characters, and
Can I
you'll
just-
think it's
can
an
I
April
just
Fool's joke, but it's not.
Give me the deck of many things, Shade. We've already determined the results, and I want to get to them as soon as possible.
Shade. Does this mean
Shade,
we
I
get to
need the
extend
map.
the wagon? We need to be 6 feet apart, so we need a bigger wagon, Shade.
The wagon is now a foot bigger.
What?
That's not wide enough, Shade. We have to be 6 feet apart.
We're all gonna spread the virus and die, Shade, because you wouldn't let us do it.
Now that's entirely up to you.
I guess we're all walking then.
To us to make the wagon 6 feet longer. All right, I vote that the wagon 6.
Snickle is a trained carpenter, so we can put him to work.
Yeah.
How many
man.
coffins can we attach to the back of this thing to make it?
Yeah, can we each have our own?
Before you start torturing the horses?
What horses? Frosty?
Hail Frosty.
All right. Well, so I sort of remember what happened last time. So I'm not going to be the one to recap it.
Are you ever?
I'm not. Actually, sometimes I am.
That's
on the rare
disappointing.
on the
I
rare
mean,
occasion.
Inspiration died.
You're a fucking liar.
Okay, so I don't know, Garbo, you do it. You don't do it often. Were you
Oh,
here
shit, I
last
was
time?
watching a thing. Yes, I was.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Tell me when to start. Actually, it's on.
Yeah, right. Let's see. What I do is not prepare.
All right. Well, while he's preparing and I was preparing, we'll start it off because I remember we started with a random encounter. We killed some tree boys. Theodore is still walking to catch up. We got to Kresk. When we got to Kresk, we abandoned Irina, and then went up to go see the abbot so we could abandon some children. But we needed to make sure it was safe, so we went and talked to the abbot to go, hey, is this place safe for children? He says it's not. He's a pretty weird dude, and John may have tried to cause a fight with him after sneaking off and possibly stealing his wine. And then we left, but we may be returning to give Snickle a new bat ear, I think.
Nickel cowered out of his surgery.
Like a bitch. All right,
Now
that's
we just need to re-abandon these children.
good. Good. Okay, yeah.
Don't worry,
Take...
I can tell him it was April Fool's. It was.
I have applied a point of inspiration to you.
Oh, God.
Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Time to burn
That
this.
little
PC.
instant perspiration.
Instant perspiration. Yes, of course.
Inspiration.
Bus.
Despacito.
You play the game.
I grant you one Despacito.
You play the game so sweatily, the game gives you a second chance.
Okay. Oh, and yes, we are missing Snick today.
I will
Because
accept
he's
one
got
Despacito
cattle,
in exchange
or-
for one inspiration, Ryan.
All right, knock off one of your inspiration, and then I'll take your one Despacito.
No. You give me a Despacito and an inspiration. A Despacito being anti-inspiration. You can just impose disadvantage one time on me. I'll allow it.
I will keep that in mind.
Despacito.
Okay, alright. So, you guys are in Kresk. You guys just left the Abbey. Let me just real quick pull up the proper map. Except we're not going to go right back to you.
Despacito.
Because,
This song
as you
is-
may recall, Theodore did not end up following along. So, Theodore. As I try to get some really, really quiet music going on here.
Did you say being quiet?
Garbo,
What?
look at my name.
Sure. I swear to
the
God,
bitch.
what is it?
Wow.
He's trying to take Levi's title.
Okay, not in this server. That would be concerning. So,
What?
so what Theodore tried to do was take a short rest in a forest in Barovia.
Oh no.
He
As
is
he
currently
wasn't John.
Oh yeah.
So he gets shanked.
Oh, he
He
gets
also-
shanked and loses the
Stanley
one-
comes across him.
He gets
Oh,
shanked
boy.
and loses the 1 hit point he had.
I mean, you
One
also
of-
went to the tree, didn't you?
One of Zombie's many backup characters stumbles across him.
Oh shit! It's the midget.
Oh shit.
I just need
Goddamn
I need
it.
to find a table real quick.
Hey, we got 10 Saints Torts for the playing pinball.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did.
For playing pinball, or I thought it was just when it came
For
out.
being a pinball.
Hey,
It's
Shia,
to
look
celebrate
at that.
Fate Grand Order pinball release.
We should probably kill him. He doesn't seem like a very good person.
Wow, that doesn't sound very heroic, but it's a good point.
A
What?
hero of justice has to make
Context.
sacrifices.
You
I'm
can't
a
be a
hero of
hero.
Sometimes
justice.
you have to sacrifice one for the sake of the many. I don't like it, but it's sometimes
Some-
something I have to do.
Hypothetically,
Have
if
you
there
ever
was a
heard?
boat of 200 people next to a boat of 100 people, and they were both broken, and only I could fix it, I would pick the 200.
Oh,
Haven't you ever heard that you need to kill 1,000,000 to become a
who's rolling a
I
new
did-
character? Fuck off.
I did hear that. I did hear from this man
Yes.
with white hair.
Zombie.
I did hear from this man with white hair that I would need to kill 1,000,000 people to be a hero. Then he handed me a knife. I was concerned.
I
You
should,
still have the knife. I think it's about time to bring the dagger down.
hey, hey, Snack. Hey, Snack.
Does that hit? Yes.
Okay.
Damn it.
Get out of here, Liz.
Does that hit? Does that hit, Theodore?
What do you think?
What do you think?
What do you think?
Good. But I can't roll damage. I lost. My
I think you hit the Tarrasque, is what I.
Martha's there.
Oh my God. Okay. So,
I would like to activate Martha's Noble Phantasm and drop a Tarrasque on Strahd.
you shut up.
How do I make that in D&D?
I'm trying to kill Theodore here.
I'm
Oh,
a
shit.
villain of
Does
justice.
Stanley actually need to come out? Here, I'll go back and open the character sheet back.
We can't. He's taking a point
That's
from us.
not how I'm killing Theodore. I'm
Oh,
not.
You're
Stanley
right.
dying,
Stanley
shit.
would send a hitman.
I'm not leaving this potential happening up to player choice.
Oh no, I'm completely making.
All right. Where are you?
Oh shit, zombie! His magic items are gonna get stolen.
God damn it.
You
God,
bitch.
So Theodore,
The
you
one magic item the party has obtained is already gone.
Theodore, you had one job: die in a place where we could loot your corpse.
But it's kind of-
it couldn't be worse.
What did he run into wolves?
No, those aren't real, Snack.
Does Theodore find out wolves exist only to die?
Snack.
Look, Snack, there are
Alright,
no
alright,
wolves. There were only a bunch of guard dogs up on top of that amount.
Alright. So, Theodore, you're trying to, what, sleep in a tree, possibly? Okay, alright. I'm just gonna make the abbot disappear real quick.
He's dead.
He's dead.
But the abbot was a good person, Jade.
You sure about that?
Yes. He was going to give us this prosthetic ear. Only a good person would put a bat ear on Snickle with possible risk.
Yeah, man. Why are there... There's so many people in that place that are on the combat tracker. Get out of here. All of you weirdos. So,
The kick, bitch.
Theodore. As you wait in this tree, it's probably the branch you're on is probably about, I don't know, what, a little less than 5 feet off, well, 6 feet off the ground, or a little more than 6 feet off the ground, rather, to account for Barovia being slightly bigger.
Is the sky
So what I'm
taller?
Is the sky taller?
First off,
Is
I would
this tree? Yeah, go.
you wandered off a little bit. I'd like you to What a
Universal It's not social distancing, it's universal distancing.
Make a social distancing check. No. I want you to make a survival check.
Is that music?
Get the fuck out of here.
To make the 1d6 roll.
Okay, so you generally know where you are. You don't have a map for reference, but you know just about how far you got from the group. You would you have wanted to go north or rather north or south? Would you say?
We can still hear that, friend.
I'm trying to skip and try to
Stop
get it
that shit.
to just happen to hit a Despacito. And unfortunately, I'm just not being very lucky today.
Zombie, is there ever a day when you're that lucky?
No. God hates me.
Did you try to go north or south, Theodore? Or east or west, I suppose, as well. What direction is what I'm asking? As you find yourself in these woods. Fuck, bro.
Typing, he's just slow.
So south, you would have gone a little bit in. You would hear the nearby river flowing.
And you run into a Tarask.
Yeah, man.
Harass me, daddy.
No, as he climbs into the tree,
The Aqua Tarask rises out of them.
he begins. Theodore, you begin to hear. Rick Astley's music video has gone up 2 million views between this morning and now.
Wow, that's quite a thing to hear.
I wonder why.
How many?
Thank you.
Is this a secret ploy to try to get me to try to make me watch and get rickrolled? Is this
Probably.
your ploy, Shade?
No, this is what my cousin is sending me in the chat. Listen up, motherfucker.
Tell Jordan to get out of here.
No.
Tell him that-
Come play with us.
Jordan, if you aren't
Hey,
out
you
ahead-
nerd, come join us.
Yeah, come on, Jordan. Play with us.
Roll
Make
Roll up a
Got it.
character real quick.
Zombie
You can
has
take
to
one
spend-
zombie. I hear that, you motherfucker.
It's at 671 million views, by the way.
All right, so
I get Theodore dying.
you hear Take on
There's no way
me.
that's the there's no way that's the official Rick Astley version of that video, because that one only has 670 million views. Well, yes, probably people just make their own Rickroll videos, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how it is that Take On Me has 1 billion views and this only has 670 million.
Anyway, getting back on track. Theodore, you begin hearing a growling. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Yeah, no. And you see emerging from the surrounding woods. Not regular wolves.
Dire wolves.
Dire wolves.
Like a regular wolf, but dire.
Those are real because they're not actually
They're
wolves.
not regular wolves.
Legal because they're not real.
Look, he can't speak, so he can't tell us if he's seen one.
I would like you to roll your initiative.
So is this the perfect time for Theodore to get a deck of many things where he pulls out the card that makes it to where he has to fight them alone and he gets double the
Alright, so unfortunately you don't quite make the top of the initiative. You're close.
Where are these wolves at? Oh wow, that was one off.
That it is not the abbots. No,
If you die,
you've not seen those yet. I mean, what? Now you guys are looking at, or just listening to old music while this shit's going on, man. The
We have
hell?
to do something, Shade. Entertain us, damn it. Put on a performance.
I'm being polite and muted now. I
I'm
have
killing
some
Theodore.
level of
This should be
decency.
exciting.
Shade,
I think.
I want a musical
You're
number.
in the
stealing magic
background.
items. You're drinking our treasure.
Okay. I think
Yeah, man.
having Country Roads play in the background is a perfectly fitting theme for Theodore.
Look, Shade, we want a musical performance to go with it. Why isn't Theodore singing as he dies?
Yeah, he should be singing like songs from The Sound of Music as he dies.
Yes.
So,
Shade,
Yeah,
you're a
so
theater major.
Theodore.
Not sinning, huh?
Home to the
one
Best
of the
review.
dire wolves. It's the fastest of the bunch. It jumps up to try to bite you.
Fuckers, stop.
Almost had. I'm gonna West
Virginia,
Blue
Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah.
Man, Shane, I like how earlier you said you couldn't play music without getting copyrighted.
I know, right?
We're not making your life any easier, are we?
No, man. I feel like I need to turn up the music that I'm playing up. I can't even hear it. Man, all right. As this wolf jumps up, it bites your leg, Theodore.
Oh shit, he's dead because he's at 1 health.
Oh shit. Theodore only has one leg now, guys.
It
Good luck stealthing now.
and it hit. Yep. So Theodore, you get dragged down.
On some level, my brain is
Oh,
like,
okay.
this
Dies
has to
in
be a
mute.
song that someone has come up with. And as I'm searching for it, I find the lyrics at the end of the search. So clearly this... Where
You
is it?
you
Oh,
auto failed the
dang it.
strength save to not be set prone, so you
There is not actually a song titled I'm sad to see you go, but happy to watch you die.
So Theodore, as you get dragged down by these wolves, and they begin to try to tear you apart.
This isn't that
Two
intimate.
people come
That's
out.
a wrong type of intimate.
And they're just, and this is where we cut away.
Oh,
Cut
Where'd we
away.
What did we miss?
How you guys doing in Kresk?
We haven't
You know,
abandoned
I'm
these
just
children
fine
yet.
tuning my instruments, apparently.
Have we made sure that Irina has seen her loom yet? I can't remember.
She's seen
Yes.
it. She knows
Oh,
it
yeah,
exists.
definitely seen
She's
it.
not happy about it.
Alright,
That's
then
her
we need
problem.
clothes.
I feel like those wolves are going to be biting you, by the way.
Say, John, are you sure
They
you're
are
that interested in
continuously.
Irina?
So,
She seems
Hey
like a bitch.
Google,
But-
play "Goodbye My Lover" by James Blunt.
But for now, um,
Wait, did that actually work?
the first save fails, and then the
Oh
wolf
my
bites
God.
you, and you just.
you nat 20'd one of those.
Alright, I think we need to fix this. We can't have that.
And-
That's not allowed.
I'm just gonna real quick.
Already, I've gotten more out of this session than I have several previous sessions.
Is it finally party death time?
There we go.
This is
Wait,
all
can I,
John's ever
can I do
wanted?
it like this?
Can we have
Oh,
Shia?
no. He
And
disappeared.
I have
Can you give me
stolen
Shia so
Theodore.
Shia can save him?
No.
No.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing in Kresk?
Well, because Snick isn't here, we can't immediately turn around to go say, "Hey, Snickle, you want a surgery for your missing ear?" So I guess if no one has an issue, we're going back to probably talk to the
All right.
Burger Meister.
Are we about to ask him where we can drop these children?
So, have any free lodging around?
Do you have anyone who could take care of 3 children? One might have some sort of distant relatives coming back to get them. They'll pay the bill.
Pay the bill. We'll put an IOU.
No, I mean it's their kids, so clearly they should be paying.
I'm assuming we're gonna head back to the Burgermeister now. Burgermaster. Or go. Yeah.
Border.
Borga.
Boyger.
Bourgeoisie. Down with the bourgeoisie.
Done with the bourgeoisie.
How do I add a proficiency to a character?
You click the star.
No, not to a thing, but a.
Not to a skill, to a save.
No.
It's
Like
in
a
your
weapon?
it's in your abilities.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are going to go ahead and go into go back and find the Burgomaster then?
Yeah.
Okay. The village of Kresk isn't all too lively, though mostly due to the less lodging than the other villages you've been in.
You're saying Barovia was bigger?
Although it does feel more lively than the previous towns.
I don't know, Strahd. They were pretty happy in the last town.
Yeah, man. Sure.
What? They were government mandated to be happy, so of course they're happy.
No one was unhappy there.
Yeah, no one.
Could possibly have been unhappy. What's there to be unhappy about?
I wonder
Yes.
if they're more
Everything
happy
is
now.
perfect.
I wonder if they're more happy now.
Nothing is wrong.
Everything is fine.
Everything is A-okay.
All right, we need to turn ourselves into British men and put our mask on and put the constable hats, and we will patrol the streets. Make sure happiness is spread throughout.
Damn it.
Make sure to take your pills.
Just gonna real quick. Gotta get rid of things.
What are you getting rid of?
Probably open up the map now that I think about it.
That would be helpful.
I have.
I've got a few things to get rid of now that You guys are away from the Abbey.
Why? The Abbey was a good person. Why are you getting
No,
rid
I
of her?
think
the
he was an
Abbey, not
upstanding
not
gentleman.
the Abbot.
Why are you getting rid of the Abbey? We could leave children there.
Where are we, Crest?
Sure, man. Yeah, we're in Kresk.
I mean, we could leave children there. You can't stop
This
us.
is too loud.
We could
We
stop
wouldn't
us.
leave children there though. We can stop ourselves.
I think we're good enough people. What's Shizuka's alignment? Good too? Yeah, good.
Probably chaotic neutral, I think, because that was the only one I knew when I made the character.
I mean, I think you should have it on there.
I mean, yeah, but you have to understand, I didn't know alignments that well for a while. Zombie and I have had a discussion where he explained it to me because of how little I understood. And I think Shizuka was before I had that understanding. So
Chaotic
And alignment.
neutral, aka I'm the asshole.
I'm lazy is what I got from it because it's the only one I know
I'm
directly.
self-centered. I don't care.
Ask Rickley, god damn it.
So I may need to update it. So I think I've played it more good now. More chaotic good, if anything.
Chaotic.
And I mean, you're allowed to change your alignments through like
It's
major
not like
character.
alignments matter in 5e
Yeah.
anyway.
I mean,
As they make a point about
Very
going-
rarely.
Here
about
is
going.
one line about what an alignment means. Previous
Good point.
editions. Here is a paragraph explaining what this alignment means. Here is an example of this alignment in practice. Here is every time that we print an NPC and their actions. Here's the alignment of this NPC. This is why their actions are this way. Because fucking this person's just an asshole. I kid you not, literally, if you ever read like any of the books where they like put the little blurb of like two characters interacting, which they do constantly in 3.5, they legitimately just are like, Tordic, neutral evil, pushes this guy down a hill. And then they say to each other, and it's just, okay then. Alright then. I understand this person innately now. This alignment makes sense to me again.
Is that chaotic neutral?
Oh
I don't
my.
know. That sounds evil leaning, but really, that sounds like chaotic neutral type.
How would you like to try to find the Burgermaster?
I would like to be a sensible person and pull out my trumpet and
announce your.
announce my presence. Actually, why not? Let's do that. I'll pull out my trumpet and start playing it as I announce Shizuka's presence before the Burgermeister.
Oh god,
As-
throw me into this.
Yeah, yeah.
Where?
It's a really decent performance. I can't say anything more about
It's alright.
it. It's all right. I mean, I don't need to be spectacular. I just need to be average. So I'll start playing my horn, like one of those horns with the flags on the end of it. That you have people that blow to announce a presence. Here he. Countess Shizuka coming through. Would any of you know where the Burgermeister's residence are?
It's the one by the gate.
Thank you, dear sir. I'll flick him. What do I have on me right now?
Give him a silver coin.
I was gonna say, do I have silver on me?
I'm trying to think, what is the currency they use here? It's like the E one.
Oh, Electro.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
You don't
Give
understand
him
Electro a
Electro.
lot.
Let me just roll a deck save.
Does he
Flick him an
catch it?
Electrum piece. Sure, why not? I've got it.
Does he miss the catch and peasants start fighting over the Electrum?
He catches it.
Oh,
Had he
I think
rolled
that
any
would-
less than a 10, I would have had to hit him in the face.
Look, that's just his own luck today. It's a very cursed day after.
Today is cursed.
What, Mortal? Are you gonna write Mortal the Tortoise?
Mortal the Turtle. Oh no.
And put on the War Turtle as the profile.
All right, so you're heading over to the burgomaster's house, unless you'd like to go anywhere else first.
I think the most responsible thing first is go to the Burgermeister.
Skills, yeah. Skill, yes. Good.
Mortal the Turtle skill.
All
wonder
right.
I'll
when
continue
this works.
blowing this horn, by the
Skills
way.
has.
Do I remember?
Skill? No.
Skill, no.
I rolled an 11, and no, I don't.
As you're blaring your trumpet in front of the burgomaster's home, eventually the door opens. What the hell?
Well, I was just going to blare it until we get there, and then knock.
Wait, until you, Okay.
It's
Wow.
polite. I have
I
to
can't
announce a
believe-
presence first.
Rolling average. Leone still has more health than mine.
Are you trying to play Leone here too?
Why not?
He would try to shove Leone anywhere that
Everywhere.
he could.
Is this
He-
your
Wow. Is Leone
That's what I
Snacks?
was rolling before. That's what I was rolling earlier.
Snack. Is Leone your is
Well, since they're
Leone? No, I'm not finished. Let me finish. Is Leone your equivalent to Reaper?
Yes.
Is it Leone Reaper?
Is
No.
Leone Reaper? Is Leone a rich asshole aristocrat that likes eating champagne bottles?
No.
I like eating glass. Crunch.
Oh,
No,
damn it,
no.
it didn't work. Hold on.
Between his ability score increase and his racial bonus,
Oh, no, it worked.
Leone has a 20 in intelligence.
Wow. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and knock on the door if he opens. No?
I found an abuse.
After a few seconds, the door opens and you see the burgomaster. Yeah.
What map are we on?
Hello. What's up?
Kresk.
Yeah, we're at Crest.
Images.
Hello, Sir Burgermaster. We have returned from the.
Oh, was it?
It'll do.
It was an experience. None like any. He was an interesting fellow.
That's a word for it. What is this? What is this link that you? Oh my god! You sent a link at the. You monster!
Oh wait,
Rolls.
I know what you did. I'm not clicking it. I immediately.
It's a good pun, isn't it?
Oh my!
You.
I can't believe I just got rickrolled by Greg.
Man, Greg's bones. Them bones.
I
James.
just rolled for Rickroll, Shade.
Yep. That's what you did.
Mortal the Turtle. Skill totally not April Fool's.
Yep. April Fools, Theodore's not dead. No.
Oh.
April Fools. The wolves didn't skin him alive.
What was the last thing said?
I think the last thing was said by you,
Yeah.
which was interesting, certainly a word for it. May we come in?
Sure.
Thank you. I'll
Uh,
hold the door open for everyone.
Frosty tries to enter, but realizes cannot enter doorway.
You're not trying hard enough. Don't worry. We understand. I'm sure we can open up a window for you.
Can we not let in the giant lizard?
We're not letting them in.
Yes, it's a comfy little place. Not too much going on. Just a fire going in the pit.
So where are the children?
You left them with him, right?
Left them with
Yeah.
them.
They'd be at a table, not really doing much.
Oh
Same.
shit! I should have gone to a toy store to get apology gifts for them. Sorry, you're still orphans. I got you a car.
Oh my god.
Oh god, no, wait. I know where this is going.
I'm just remembering.
You want to go for a ride, kid?
Oh god, no! I'm just remembering the image of farewell cards, and it just has the Spanish dog with adios on it, or recently deceased loved ones. Adios. I should have got them toys. Material
You have a
goods
loom.
always solve the wounds of the heart.
We have a loom. Irina can just make toys.
Are you saying that Irina needs an apprenticeship with the toy maker back in Crest? Or back in, what was it, Valaki? You know, I think that would be a very awkward relationship considering he's made plenty of her dolls.
That is also very fair.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Irina is also here, but I can't remember.
She is. She's decided to stay silent.
Oh wait, we need to offload the loom for her. Here, I'll go ahead and bring it in real quick. Steps out the door.
Where's she going?
I'm going to go get the loom.
Oh, I think he just
He's-
forgot something. He'll be back in a moment.
He's getting the loom, isn't he?
Probably.
Who knows?
No.
Why do you have a loom?
Don't
Well, I
worry
mean-
about it.
I
As a
really
veteran-
sighs.
It's better not to question it.
Our clothes get torn sometimes, and we need someone to fix them.
How does
Indeed.
he? Wait, what? How does he sweat?
Well, you see, it's he takes a gallon of milk and then throws it on himself
Hold on, I have it.
What?
Don't worry,
because
I got it for you, Silver.
bones,
Bones don't sweat. milk.
but they are made of calcium.
Oh wait, it didn't roll. It didn't save. Damn it.
Milk is just liquid bones, don't you know?
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, there we go.
Holds bones nervously. It's the armor.
The armor sweats
it's-
nervously.
Yeah, the armor sweats nervously. It's condensation.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's just great. All right. So you're bringing in the loom.
Uh-huh.
Everyone
bringing
who
the loom.
doesn't have context is wondering why.
Oh no.
Can you put ass Ripley on the turn tracker real quick? I want to test
Why?
his damage output.
Good.
Oh no.
I'll
Why?
win.
Why do you have ass and ass Rickley? He doesn't have a token. Hold on.
I'm gonna set the loom on the table, by the way.
Oh, I also do have ass. Ass is an assassin.
Oh wait, should I set the loom
Hence
on
the
the
name
floor?
ass.
Assassin.
Okay, in which
That's the
case I'll
asinine.
give him the only assassin token that I think I have.
No, Ass Rickley is not an assassin. Ass Rickley is a warlock barbarian.
Okay.
Oh god.
I'll give him the default barbarian thing.
Do
Then.
it.
There you go.
What's
Now I can try to
Irina's
watch the combat
response, by the
tracker.
way, about the loom?
He went
As
to
I
go
set
get
it
the
down.
loom, didn't he?
She's not impressed.
She doesn't say anything. All right.
I don't think you understand the power that I wield.
Turns to her. You know, I know we've been through a lot of things on our journey, and I know I got you a present. You know, I think it would just be unfair of me to keep it, especially since it was just consider it a memento of our time together as a group.
Fine, yeah, sure. Thank
Think of it as
you,
think of it as a
Sir
way to make
Knight,
money.
You're welcome.
for this that I don't know how to use.
Oh wait, I think there was a manual somewhere he also gave me. Pulls out a notebook from inside his armor that he's perfectly already written because he didn't get a manual, but he spent time.
Hand slowly raises to face.
Here you are.
So this is happening now. Okay.
Now, anyways, I'm going to need a couple of I'm gonna need a moment if you
Alright, bye,
want to
ass.
assess the situation. I've realized another present I must get. Presents. Yes, presents. And I'll be right back. Bolts out the door as he looks at the orphans for a moment, bolts out.
I will say it's interesting having children here again.
So I will say move on without me, but I will be looking for the nearest store that I can
I'm
probably
rolling
buy.
insight on that statement. That's not an okay statement. I'm nervous about that statement.
It was
All right.
11. Not like you nat one with a negative.
It's not terrible.
Didn't get a 0.
It's not like you got a 0. It's not like you got a -1.
Where? There you are. You see a bit of lament in his eyes. And in saying that, he seems a little sadly distraught. No, I'm sure they can be of some help around here once they're well fed. They seem to have been through a lot. I need to ask about the older girl. She doesn't seem to have any relation to the younger two.
Lavia, I think they're talking about you.
So Lavia, how's the orphan life anyways?
they're talking about the wash dirt.
Oh,
That's
So
kind of-
Lavia, how's the cat orphan life?
Catty-
I know your hair is pretty disheveled and all, but like,
Oof.
I haven't been able to shampoo in a week. This grime is going to kill my follicles.
I think currently the cat girl has better looking hair than you.
You take that back.
Al-
you bony son of a bitch.
Also, Sir Knight, those were words.
Which one?
Follicle. Just hair follicles. Those were words.
I wasn't the one that said follicle.
No,
Take that
Whatever.
back, you bony son of a bitch.
I'm already gone, so I'm speaking in the mid.
Oh.
true enough. Okay.
Your face. Don't test me.
Where is he? Where is he?
You can sense the shit talk from behind your back.
Yes, that's why I rolled sense bullshit.
But it's not bullshit. It's true.
Oof.
Oof.
In your search, you only find a you don't find an actual like full-on shop, but a sort of general supply stall that gives like hunting and survival supplies.
I wonder. I do think that being able to fend for yourself and really provide for yourself is a better gift of childhood than some silly seahorse or rocking horse. Or I think this would be beneficial for the boxer. Mortal.
Who is mortal
What do you
trying to
think that
deceive?
What are you trying to deceive? God.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm not even sure if you roll a nat 20, you can deceive God. But you might be able to
sorry, I saw through it.
might be able to deceive God, but can you deceive yourself?
Leone thinks you're good.
Therefore, Leone is not God.
Leone is in fact not God, but John knows God.
John has
Oh, I'm
John
just
has
gonna-
taught to God many times. He wishes he hadn't.
Isn't his god actually?
Don't actually have the map up here.
Listen, I don't have to define him as a god, but he's definitely beyond any more.
Got it.
Got it.
God, it.
Yeah, I wanna die.
Are there actually toys here or no, Shade?
Why
No.
is Leone a bitch?
A little bit.
What do you mean? He hasn't.
His attack bonus is shit.
It's a +5.
It's a shit attack bonus.
You
Wow,
missed.
what's that?
You not won.
Let me roll
But
the
my
fumble
bonus is
table.
higher.
Oh, it's just an automatic miss. What a shame. John, you die.
Oh,
Oh.
are we doing that now?
No.
John, pull your card.
Where?
Hi.
I've been
John, get
looking,
his by
but I
car.
cannot find.
Shit, when do I get a deck of my things?
Someday. So you guys wanted to say anything else in the thing?
Nope.
He just talked about. He just asked about Stella.
Stella.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Anything else?
Nobody wanting to say anything regarding Stella? Okay.
Right. Just this room of silence, I guess.
I don't
No,
know
this
what
is
to
actually
say
it.
about Stella.
He just wants to know the situation.
John, you're the best one to talk to.
I don't even remember who Stella is.
She's the crazy cat
Cat
girl.
girl.
Daughter of Lady Watcher.
Oh, sorry, I have it actually. We're still talking about that. Okay. Well, you see, we were traveling with this delinquent, and there's a whole bit he kind of did not good things to her family, and now she's traveling with us.
Oh. And you want her to stay here?
Well, we got rid of the delinquent, so you should be okay.
Also, she's not the issue. The delinquent was the issue.
Okay.
His actions led directly to the death of her family.
Don't
I-
worry.
It's
when
not
we
even a
came to the
lie, but I
town-
still wanted to roll deception. It's completely
Don't worry.
truthful.
when we came to the town, we asked the guards not to let him in.
Okay, that's not really your authority, but whatever. If
I mean, do
if
you
you
want
consider him a
delinquents coming into your
delinquent,
town?
then why not?
It's not in the wording we gave, but alright.
Whatever. So, how long are you intending to stay in Kresk?
Not long.
Hmm. Well, there isn't much spare lodging here. I'm sure you can go door to door, maybe. The people here are kinder so long as you're willing to do work. That's probably a breath of fresh air. Especially when compared to Valaki.
Mm.
Wow, all we need is crickets to be coming through. Like,
I mean, we didn't really have a whole lot to say other than, can we abandon these children with you?
Can we
Ask
leave these
that?
children where they're kind of safe and like leave?
Really, this is the safest place we've been since we got here. We started in a murder house, and it's really only gotten more dangerous somehow.
Makes sense. Especially
Who
when
would
you're
know that a murder house that's completely self-dependent and operated is the safest place that we come?
Like, it even had food in it. We could have lived there for a while.
There it is. All right.
I need to
Put this in a playlist and put it on loop.
God damn it.
Save.
What is
New
what
playlist.
is it?
Cricket noises.
Let me just right-click loop.
Mortal, no.
Wow, mortal, there's a lot of ones, twos, and threes. Not actually that many twos.
Well, I assume Irina, you're willing to do a little more work if you're staying here as well. Sure. So long as I'm kept safe. I'm inclined to question that, but you know what? No.
That's actually
I'm
less
just not going to.
questionable than the majority of other things that we've said.
Actually, while we're here, we probably are going to need a place to stay. Do you have any recommendations on where to go?
He said ask, and then you'll probably get it for being if you do some work for someone.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, since you did. Not very becoming of an empress to be.
She'll just get Greg to do the work for her.
So what do you mean, empress to be? I already am.
Yeah, sure you are.
What are you? I know what I am, but what are you? Show your the note.
I'd like everyone in the house to roll me perception.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. What is that, a child cooker?
Listen,
in the
I will
background?
remind you that I am intimately familiar with the smell of blood.
I
It is
accidentally
based
fucked up.
on sight.
Okay, I'm just
I
saying
fucked
because
up
like I'm very
the,
familiar with the like sensations of being
What's
nearby
that?
murder
Perception?
victims.
What's that? What?
Perception. I got set to
Fuck.
neutral. So
Is
I
that
think is it wisdom or intelligence?
Is wisdom.
Okay.
What is that oven used for, good sir?
It's kind of hard to intellectually look something, well, intellectually notice something in the corner of your eye. Uh, anyway, everyone but Greg, and I'm real quick noticed make Irina see if she notices. Look at that. Nah. You notice at the back window, there's there seems to be a lot of space for pig pens and chicken coops, but instead of that, you see what looks to be a graveyard with several graves you wouldn't have seen had you not entered the house.
Oh, that's unique.
Oh, this place a church too.
Was this a church before it was?
Hmm?
No, you wouldn't need a church. You have the abbey. Hmm.
No, that place has gone shut down a long time.
What's going on?
Your graveyard behind your house.
Oh, that's for the Kreskov family. Private graveyard.
Now, does this mean like there are high-level bodies in that graveyard, or what?
Choose the no.
What? Wait.
Ignore her. Ignore her, please.
Greg is trying to wink, but he can't.
Beautiful.
He doesn't have eyelids.
Well, it's the graveyard for my family. Generally.
My condolences.
Thank you. We my wife and I, we just recently lost our last son.
What to?
Illness.
Oh.
Ilya, his name was. Nice boy. Don't. I swear to God.
You know me so well.
It is spelt with one L, sir.
I knew an Ilya, or I knew of an Ilya, but it was a she, not a he.
You've done.
How does that relate to this situation at all, then?
I'm not sure how that's
I don't know.
relevant at all,
Ilya is a very unique name.
Okay.
How did the child die on him?
In age,
How
it's
did
not
this
all that unique of a name, although Eliasville is pretty
Was
unique.
this
name.
child stabbed by a sword
Ilya
too?
is
Stabbed
actually a
by
very
gold man?
common Russian name. Fucking idiot.
Was this child stabbed by a golden man after killing her behemoth?
Have y'all noticed something about the names here?
They're all Russian, German, etc. What's the word I'm looking for?
Kreskov.
They're all what's it called?
Kolyanovich.
Germanic.
No, not Germanic. Russian and those evolved from
Syrian?
Baltic.
Baltic.
Silic or whatever.
Silic. That's what it was.
That might not be right, but it's close
It
enough.
was like cereal or something. No, like S or fucking CY. CY.
Shit, now I want cereal.
So it's Cyrillic.
So yeah, Cyrillic.
Anyway.
But
But that's just that's my life.
Do you know what were some of the symptoms? Do you know?
Well, he all I can say is he became gravely ill like the other three of my children. I'm not sure why. They just suddenly had a fever. Didn't take long for all of them to drop.
I see. Again, you have my condolences.
Thank you. Anyway, I won't keep you. I'll make sure that everyone is
Cool.
settled.
One more question before we leave.
Yes?
Are there guard dogs near the abbey?
God damn it, you.
There are dire wolves and other wolves.
Well, I believe we have yet to see a wolf the entire time we've been in Barovia, so I'm pretty sure they're guard dogs.
Have you been sticking to the towns mostly?
Yes.
That'll be why.
We've spent a reasonable amount of time on the road and have encountered no wolves.
They
Not even
also-
a sign of them.
Like, we've seen some trees that came out to attack us. No
They're
wolves.
usually encountered in the forest. They don't seem to come to the roads as often.
I see. Or I haven't seen, I should say.
I see, but April Fools, I really haven't.
Good.
My perception isn't that good.
Colonel
Blood.
Blood and Theodore. He would have had a fighting
Mortal-
chance
mortal.
too. Not, I'll just blast him. He would have had a little bit more of a
Imagine
chance.
now fucking a turtle choking Theodore to death as he's gurgling.
But
Gives
no,
a
that,
thumbs up.
that I'll just blast kind of screwed Theodore over for that encounter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alright. So do we want to wait in town? Or do we want to...
I mean, we should probably get a place to live or stay for the night.
What time is it, Shade?
It is almost 2.
In the afternoon?
Yeah.
Maybe we could go wolf hunting. See if there's actually merit to the Burgermaster's words.
Why would we take a job where we wouldn't get any payoff? That
Fair
seems like a
enough.
waste of time. Clearly, we should be going tree hunting.
We have hunters here. You don't need to go out of your way to do that.
Do you have a job for us to do until evening? Or would you want us to go to one of the townsfolk instead?
I mean, you can. I'm sure the townsfolk will just want you to help out, maybe building things. As far as hunting wolves go, we have particular people for that. A couple of them are out now. They took a cart.
So you just give people jobs to do nothing?
So, are they gonna come back with Theodore's body? Out of character, are they gonna come back with Theodore's body, and that's how we get his?
Believe
Personal
what
effects.
you want to believe.
All right. Yeah, we could probably contract Nicole to help build.
Cape
We-
Town.
We do have someone who's an expert coffin builder in our party.
And he's a Goliath, so he's plenty strong.
He's expanding his knowledge of many words.
Maybe we should help build something.
You know, I think we just need to stay here for like a month and just help build. Really get a route set down.
Really. That way we can all play new characters.
You know, I'm feeling like I'm forgetting something like 3 weeks in. I felt like we were supposed to go somewhere to meet someone for like a dinner party.
I just get the feeling that we have forgotten something.
Oh well, if we forgot it, it's probably not that important.
It's Nichols' ear,
Strahd.
guys.
Stradway is just at his dinner table, just waiting. Why aren't they here yet? It's been like 3 weeks. Rahadin! Where'd they go?
I don't
Why take
know,
the 3
sir.
weeks before he starts deciding to.
Scour the land. The hag, not hag, didn't the other lady say there was like a treasure or something? Kresk.
I can't even.
I don't remember. I don't
The
remember.
Vistani?
This is why you people need to take notes. I say as I don't want to take notes.
I refuse, despite Reaper
well, the
specifically.
information that you're looking for is in the Strahd info.
Good. I just need to find.
Burgermeister, do you know of a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake?
Den of Wolves.
Or a tomb of a guild member?
Tomb of a guild member. Any tombs would probably be in. I hate to say it, Castle Ravenloft.
Oh joy.
Hmm.
And then anything that has to do with amber doors.
The Amber Temple.
And where is that, my kind
It's,
sir?
southeast from here. It's up, just past Luno Lake on the Solenka Pass.
And then feathered ones who live among the vines.
I can't say I know anything about that. Why? What's with these vague questions?
We talked to the Vistani, and then
We were given
Oh.
a bunch of vague prophecies by a person who didn't know anything about us.
so we're trying to figure out.
Like, legitimately tried to act as though they knew us, but didn't know anything about us.
Really, I don't see why we're even
That's-
trying to investigate if what she said is true, because it's clearly false.
That sounds extremely sketchy.
It is.
Oh, very much.
Den of Wolves.
What's this actually listed under? Because I can't find.
Strahd info.
Strahd info. In Discord,
Oh.
there's a chat called Strahd info. You were looking in the game, weren't you? The rest of the group is incompetent to explain what it is that you're supposed to be looking for.
Yes, a mountain lake is what we're looking
Wow.
for.
I've heard about a wolf den just on the mountain above Lake Baratok nearby.
Maybe we
Man.
can explore there tomorrow.
Sounds like a certain lake that has a fireball wizard.
Maybe we should go exploring Baratok later.
If you feel, no one really goes around there.
Didn't we hear stories of a man trying to fish with fireballs there? No, I'm talking out of character, or slightly in character, slightly out of character. This is the members of the party.
I think you're talking about the Mad Mage of Mount Baratok.
That would make sense.
He mostly fishes in Lake Zarovich, from last I heard, but I
It'll do.
don't really know much.
What would you say is would you say the den was on the mountains? Like, you recommend going up the mountain around the lake or across the lake? What would you recommend?
Well, there is a tower there that might be able to give you a good vantage point, but generally, you could try trekking up the mountain, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I see.
I'm sure the closer that you get to the wolf den, the more wolves you'll encounter.
Like I said, we haven't seen a single wolf.
Isn't
So-
that interesting?
I think we'll have no problem getting to this dead. Knocking
Well.
out a wood. Because I know I'm gonna eat those words later.
Suit yourself.
The eating words thing was out of character. Alright. That's all Lavia wants after that.
So then, should we be? Okay, I guess we still have to figure out what we're doing to stay here. So what are we doing?
We are going to go to the next door house.
Let's do that then.
Sir, they are quarantined. They're doing the flattened curve. That's great. Alright.
Cernar Squire is still looking through the store.
We are going next door, unless John has objections.
Okay.
John's trying to figure out how he can manage to stay the night having worked without actually having to do any work.
Also, he needs to finish up seducing Irina before we...
It's just a long distance relationship. Get the pigeons.
No,
Give her
don't
a
do
dagger,
that.
John.
If you know what I mean.
Oh.
That's lewd.
No, give her an actual dagger.
She'll probably
Stab.
appreciate that more, actually.
Stab Strahd when he comes in to pick you up.
Alright.
Nah,
So-
she wouldn't be able to take Strahd in a fight. I'd teach her how to kill yourself with a knife,
He said, "Do you want to
Oh.
give her a contract to Satan?
so that he doesn't have time to prevent you from dying.
Do you want to
Alright.
give her a contract to Satan to be safe?"
A zombie. Vampires
Satan has
can't
no
kill
power.
themselves, remember?
Fuck off. But no, I'm talking more about her. Actually, you're right. That's the exact scenario here, isn't it? I got bitten by a vampire, so I'm turning into one. I can't kill myself because vampires can't kill themselves. Dracula, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill myself. You know that thing that I said you couldn't do? I'm gonna do it way easier than that guy who literally impaled his own heart with a stake. I legitimately told that guy, you cannot kill yourself. It doesn't work. I'll have to come inside and kill you. So let me in. Invite me in, dumbass.
Alright. But yeah. Lavia's gonna go knock on the next door house.
Okay, you knock on the door that's right next to the burgomaster's house.
I
No
drink
one
cancer
answers.
blood and I'm dead now because that's how suicide works for Dracula, I guess.
They will move over and on to the next house. Next closest
Fucking
house.
stupid bullshit.
There's no
bullshit.
answer.
She's gonna keep doing this until she gets an answer.
Oh my god.
I think he's gonna get arrested for just, or she's gonna get arrested for just knocking on random doors in town. Javier, how did you get
Not-
impounded?
Knock,
It's not
knock.
against the law.
Do any of you need me to help you to turn your gems into magic items? That's all I'm good at. I don't know what manual labor is. I've never experienced a day of hard work in my life.
Are you talking about me or John?
Lavia.
Oh.
You
True.
yourself, Snack.
I don't even think Snack knows that.
Alright.
Does Snack know what a magic item is? I don't know.
Who knows, man?
I'm gonna go
But-
pawn some cheap jewelry so I can buy her a short sword.
Who?
Alright.
Irina.
Oh. Lavia will continue to knock until if no one
Okay.
answers, she'll move on.
Are they
So-
able to fund my? Are they able to give me the funds in platinum? Because I'm gonna need it in platinum.
No, they give it to you in Electrum.
Fuck. All right.
Alright, Shade, do I get someone?
You do end up knocking on a door where somebody does answer, and they have 3 crying children. It is a mother holding one of the children.
Hello, ma'am. We are visitors in town, and we were told that if we wanted to stay, we needed to earn our keep. Is there something we can help you with?
I'm a little busy right now. Thank you.
Okay.
She looks
Do you have-
exhausted.
I see.
Hey,
Um,
you look like you need help with children. I can make a good babysitter. I'm basically a child.
Hmm.
This is
Alright.
fine.
I'll leave you alone. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna real quick roll a thing because I want to scare y'all.
Yay. This is Strahd.
Is it a wolf?
Okay. I thought I rolled an 100 on that percentile die, but I actually rolled a 10.
I don't
Just
Oh,
to be clear, I want to go with John because I have a thing or two to sell too.
Yeah, if after that he's gonna go.
You guys coming to
Go
the
find
same
John.
store I'm at?
We're going to the shopping district apparently.
Yeah,
There
they're
is no
going.
shopping district. There's a
There's
single
a
shop
store.
We're
There's a
going
store in town.
to
At
the
the booth.
store.
Do they have 300 Electrum?
What? What are you selling?
6 things of cheap jewelry that said that they were worth 25 gold.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I
Lavia,
can...
after that, will move on and go look to find John or Sir Knight, as they're better at talking to people.
They're willing to take 2. Otherwise, you may Skyrim them and take
Don't worry,
all
we'll
of their
come back
wealth.
in like 5 days. It'll be fine. You better.
Don't worry, I need to buy things from them at the same time. This is how I play Skyrim. I end up selling everything for all of their money, and then I give them all of their money back by the time I leave the store. I don't ever manage to have any money in Skyrim. Fuck Skyrim, it's a shitty game.
How else do you get your speech up?
So by the way, here's another question. Did we ever pick up a grimoire?
You have a grimoire on you, Carbo.
I just wanted to be sure if that was just a starting thing or if I
That
should for
was-
some
that was a
reason pick up
starting
one as
thing.
a-
Yes,
Okay.
It's in your class
Edgar
sheet.
Edgar gave you a grimoire
Yeah.
when he was helping to initiate you.
I don't
As
remember
as
that
one
either.
does.
You're trying to sell Edgar's grimoire.
I don't know how to use a grimoire. This is out of character. I actually don't know what they do.
It's
fine.
it's your
It's-
spells.
It's
Spell
your
book.
spell book. It
I'm
has
trying to
spells in it
sell
that you
your
don't
spell.
understand.
Okay. Just to be clear, I thought I just had a random second thing, and I'm like, well, might as well sell it. But now I have a ring to sell too.
All right. Yeah. Sure.
Damn.
Just,
So instead, I just get 100 Electrum.
Yep.
Did he already clear the shop?
Burb.
Don't worry, I'm about to give them some of their money back.
Okay, I need 25 gold's worth. Oh, never mind, 50 gold worth.
What are you trying to sell?
I have a gold ring and an ivory hairbrush.
Damn.
There's some shit we got back then in some of the places that's just like I'm looking at the value. I'm just going, that's insane.
You know,
You
I
could buy a
completely-
town with this.
I have the deed to a windmill. We could sell that and be rich, guys.
Have you ever considered turning the windmill into an orphanage and just sprucing it up with all the money we'll eventually?
That is irony to its fullest.
Uh-huh.
Do you think we could put the windmill up for rent?
Think we can put it up for rent for like some type of silo mill or something?
Here's the deal. Your payment is watch these kids.
Where's the local Barovian house flippers?
If I leave before combat happens,
I don't think combat's going to happen unless you guys decide to leave town.
okay. Bonus action hex, Eldritch Blast.
That's your
my
play.
go-to. Mhm.
It's your only play.
Gotcha.
That's your one
Okay.
strategy.
One strategy. Because you don't
And if I
have
get-
any
Then if I get close, whack them with her scales.
Not even grab.
Gotcha. Okay. As you guys are making your rounds at the shop, you hear a guard yelling, "Open the gates!" And as they do, a cart with 3 individuals. One of which is wounded heavily. It is not Theodore.
Oh, that's good, because that would have made John feel very shitty.
2 of them.
Who's playing Snickle?
That's a good question. We'll find out next time on Curse of Strahd.
God, when
I've-
Nicola plays
I'm pretty sure Snickle would see him and be like, "Oh no, he's hurt. Good touch," and heal him.
So,
But 2 of them look like they are from here. The third one looks too clean to be from Barovia.
so can we call out to them?
Sure.
Okay. Just gonna shout, "Hey, what happened?"
Wolf attack. One of
Wolves
the
don't exist.
the Kresk people speaks
I'm
up.
gonna need to roll insight on that.
Same.
Okay.
I'm still under the assumption. Wolves exist.
Lavia, you don't believe them.
Wolves don't exist, you dum dums.
See, even if I believe them, the thing is that I believe that they believe it. It doesn't make it true.
So,
I can't completely prove that both of you are lying.
So, Daniel, how do you react to this?
Who's Daniel?
Who is Daniel indeed?
That is Vogrel's
Oh, hey,
character.
guys, when did you get here? Still looking through the wares.
As this youngin. How youngin?
Young.
No, actually not youngin. Never mind. Midden.
He's like,
Admitted.
yeah, I was about to say,
Midden.
he looked like he was 20s.
Older than that.
We have yet to see a wolf, so I don't believe that they exist.
Yeah, the cart
Well,
stops.
Lavia, you shouldn't tell that to other people. You're going to make them self-conscious. If he said he saw a wolf, then he probably saw something that was like.
Fair enough. You make a lot of sense there, Knight.
Besides, wasn't it supposed to be dire?
True. But what makes them so dire?
They're bigger than your average wolf. I mean, these people clearly have some sort of cultural folklore of wolves. They are likely extinct by now, or never existed in this world to begin with, but they all seem to know of what a wolf is. So clearly a wolf that's bigger than a wolf.
Hmm.
That's a dire wolf.
Why don't they just call it a big wolf?
Because that'd be
Sweet
dumb.
You sweet.
Because that
summer
would be
child,
dumb.
Swaddled in a blanket of ignorance.
Hmm.
And guess what? This guy actually talks.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Vogrel
play
still
it out.
doesn't, but this guy does.
Cast minor
It's at
illusion.
this moment, Lavia gets pulled in by the mist.
I like to imagine
Bye.
Sin's
Wait,
Homer.
is this actually happening?
A mist tentacle just drops down from the sky, grabs her by the leg, and pulls her up.
Oh shit! Well, there she goes.
Not actually.
The morning lord gives his farewells.
But this is probably
I forgot which
the
one was
place for me
actually
to
the
go
god
to
of the.
bed.
Alright, get the fuck out.
All right.
Leave, bitch.
I mean, I have to be up at like 5 in the morning. Sleep my sleep.
Here, I've got something. Okay, he already left before I got to roll it.
The
Don't worry,
one-
it's in that one.
One Despacito.
There, he gets one Despacito.
Okay, that is... Getting a closer look at that image, that is not who I think it is, but that looks more like that's
So you'll use Cure Light Wounds
Fi
on
in
your
his image.
or on the other
on
guy.
his clothing.
I was just saying to.
Alright, yeah. And that goes pretty well. The wound closes. Thank you. The more healthy, Barovian pulls him off the cart and drags him off to another cottage.
Well, it seems that whatever's out there is pretty dangerous.
Guys,
Wonder if they were
Almost done with my
wolf
shopping list, and then I will have Shade tell me that I have to pay drastic markup on all of it.
Depends on your shopping list. Oh yeah, never mind. He looks like a youngin.
Oh, I just about lost my shit there.
What?
I hit the up arrow trying to go up a line, and it took me to my last post, which was just the word Despacito.
Alright.
I was feeling very Despacito at that particular moment.
Oh my god.
So, Shade,
Yes,
any
what?
toys? No toys?
There's no toys.
Alright. Next best thing. Let's start buying some carpenter tools.
All right.
God.
Cobbler.
No. give them a book of paper
look.
and ink and ink pens.
You know. I mean, Lavia probably would have come to find us, and I'm imagining she at some point would have explained the wanting help. Because that's what Snack said he was going to do. So, yeah, why not get some carpenter tools?
Okay. Pay a regular price for them. But John has to pay an additional 100 gold. No.
Oh, John's paying for all my stuff.
Fuck are
See, I get.
you?
What is that? 8 gold for carpenter tools? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys are already a danger to the economy.
Look, I'm sure they can afford. I'm gonna go ahead and buy.
danger to the economy.
How many should I buy? How many books should I buy?
How much can you afford?
Yes.
So all of them.
How
No
many
ifs or
books
buts.
are there?
But are you looking for blank books?
I suppose, yeah.
Like 10 or 12.
I will buy the children all one book each.
So 3 books.
So I'm trying to find that carpenter tool. Enter. There we go.
Gotcha. I forgot you made adoption documents.
Yeah.
I did.
So, Daniel, what are you doing? as nobody seems to be responding.
Wow, books are 25 gold pieces.
So all
Those
I
are
got
those are
is-
filled books. Shade, how much does it cost for an empty book?
How much did you say it was?
25,
25 for like a book that has writing already in it. It's been printed in with a printing press.
I accidentally looked into NPCs for books and I found evil spell book, and no.
For reference, a sheet of paper is 2 silver pieces.
2 silver pieces.
A parchment is 1 silver piece.
I'm surprised there was no base thing for blank books.
Has anyone heard of Strahd? Oh, you're supposed to kill Strahd too?
Okay.
I think there's a lot of people that are like that. A lot of them have died. I should know. I've seen.
The locals tend not to like him.
I hear they call him the devil, and they spit whenever they say. I'm really tempted to just start going to NPC dialogue mode.
But yeah, no, depending on how much zombie spends, I need to figure out if I actually can sell my ring and brush.
I think a lot of gods have sent us here. I don't mind it. I think, John's, did your god send you to kill Strahd? Or did he send you to...
If my god has anything to do with me arriving here, it was just to fuck with me.
I worship the Morning Lord.
Ah, yes, 3 holy men.
Don't forget Snickle.
3.5 holy men.
I mean, you say John's holy, but
I mean, Frosty is basically an ordained priest.
I'm just
I'm
imagining Frosty with a bishop's hat, wearing the white, purple, and yellow bishop clothing.
surprised 1 sheet of paper is 2 SP. I'm gonna just do a bunch of BS math and say that each one with about, say, 200 pages.
The
Probably-
Morning Lord
probably like
is
6 gold.
a religion from here. They believe, if I remember correctly, because I read shortly what the Morning Lord
You
was.
said 200
I
pages
believe
for
it's some
6 gold.
Yeah, I'm doing some screwy math and trying to be
Place
reasonable.
one of my blank books that I made myself with one of yours. Then want your books? They're better.
Okay. Oh,
How much was the book, though? I was talking during.
6 GP for 200 pages of paper.
Which is a book.
I don't trust people to be nearby when I'm in need of a crowbar. It's previously come up that I didn't have it when I needed it.
All right. So you want 2 blank books?
3.
No,
I'm
not
actually
you.
2 for
So-
me.
All right, so that's. I don't like counting, so I'm gonna write this down.
Oh wait, you put it. Okay.
That's how much gold.
116.3.
That was 6 gold.
Let's even that out to 117 and call it fair.
Okay.
Oh, I actually have 2 filled books. I just found that out. They're both worth 25 gold, apparently.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I have 100 gold on me, apparently.
I have 3 blank books with black covers.
No, these have, like, historical documents or
Yeah.
something.
You just sort of have them.
I don't know where I got them. I'm going to assume the Death House, because they're at the
Probably.
top of the sheet.
You haven't really been anywhere else where you might have found perfectly good books. She's got yourself, not sure herself, not anybody
I
else.
think I'd go to a library, Shade.
Okay, so I'm gonna mark off that I only have 1 jewelry left. I have 8
Yeah, you
electrum
Yeah.
worth of, or 8 gold worth of electrum, which is 16 electrum.
To answer Theodore, kind of.
Daniel.
It's very specifically one of the two major religions in Barovia here. The other one being the Knight. They associate him with the the rise of the sun, dawn, renewal, life, and all that.
I know 5e doesn't have a concept of masterwork, but is there like such a thing as like ornate weapons?
They'd just be fancier looking weapons.
Well,
What would that cost to make the short sword ornate?
There's no specific ruling, but you'd probably have to find a specialist for that.
Do they have any nice looking short swords?
They look like short
that
swords.
are fancier that one cost me a little bit extra.
They generally look the same.
What kind of shit is this? Who uses weapons that all look the same? Says the guy carrying around 10 daggers that are roughly all of the same like degree of quality. I want consistency from the knives that I throw and stab people with. Well, going, I wish I could give a nice fancy gift to the person that I'm trying to seduce.
I was about to say, I don't think I actually got Daniel's name yet. So I won't use his name. I was like, well, young sir, if you're interested in meeting Strahd, I suggest you get a nice outfit ready for dinner at some point. And make sure that it's preferably not white. It'll be covered in blood.
Oh, John, I have a bone dagger if you want.
I'll give her the bone dagger too.
So Greg's going to pull it out of his chest.
Okay.
Oh, he basically said, well, because I don't think you actually gave your name yet, so I'm going to avoid using it. Yeah, well, young man, I hope you like big fancy dinners and food to eat. Make sure to get yourself a dress shirt if you're willing to, if you're wanting to meet Strahd, but preferably not white because then it'll be covered in blood. And we don't want to ruin that.
Just looking at his sheet, this is the most wholesome boy.
Hello, Daniel. Now you've done it, Theodore. You fool, you foolish fool. You've activated my...
Theodore.
Not Theodore Foggerl. I'm so used to calling him Theodore. Nice to meet you, Daniel. As he shakes his hand, he goes, my name is Sword Knight Squire Anthony Andrew Jackson William Garfield Peter Marigold Marigrid Marin Meridred Ebony Pendleton Peridot Pennygold Wolfenschlagerstein Heisenberger Dwarf Prince Edward Trudy Theodore the Third.
Shaking his hand the entire time.
Vigorously. It is a pleasure to meet.
Is there a commentary on the survivability of your character if you're like healer and I'm over here buying healers kits so that I don't have to roll checks to stabilize dying people? I feel like that's a sign of something.
Just rolling this for fun. It is a very many long titles, most of which have been passed down to me through the generation and many extended family members. You know, some of them are also porn. Professional titles. But you may call me Sir Knight Squire, as everyone else does. Still shaking his hand, decides to finally let
Hasn't let go.
go.
Anyone else? Oh wait, no. Well, you're all at the shop, so anyone else gonna introduce themselves?
I mean, if you insist. I'm trying to remember
Pulls
what
out
clothes
the
I'm wearing.
trumpet, starts announcing as he takes a stand.
Is there anything to stand on so I can be looking down upon him?
Can we buy ourselves a crate for her?
There is a slightly taller hill next nearby you.
All right, well, I'm going to stand on that, do my Shuni pose, and to give them the full spiel. Hello, I am Shizuka, it's been a while. Empress of Entropy.
Bring her.
Oh yeah,
No,
let me
bring
add
him.
to that too.
Blows the
Yeah,
trumpet.
roll with advantage.
Roll
Never
with it.
mind. I think you're good.
All
I'm
right.
giving you a 19.
Are you telling me to roll with advantage too?
I would say you're assisting, so I'll count your roll
Oh,
towards
yeah, that's
Shizuka's.
fine. You want to aim for that 20?
If you wanna.
If you want it, come and get it.
If you think a hot enough,
Oh.
come and get it.
Oh fuck. Hold on, was that supposed to be an insight check?
Not sure what the intelligence check was for.
Neither am I.
To see if you're intelligent enough to see past this.
Oh, well then it must be your lucky day. Just a note, I'm still standing on the table.
There's no table, it's a hill.
The hill. Why is there a hill? I thought we were still in a store.
I thought we were still in a store, man.
It's not an inside store.
Oh,
I thought we were still in a store.
No, there's cottages and then there's a store outside.
okay.
Oh no.
I was ready to get so
She's
off.
about to propose.
No, I
Hey
already have
everybody,
someone
look,
for-
this person's about to propose.
No, I already have someone for that. I'm gonna pull over Greg.
I was about to literally say, Greg, get the testing down.
Greg, get the claymore.
Greg is wearing a red ring, by the way.
Oh, proposing to her empress, I see. Greg!
So he's trying to take Greg's role, so I don't know how Greg feels about this.
I don't remember where my
Greg's
notes are.
bones rattle angrily.
Anger rattle. Counselor Admiral General Greg, the testing sword, the testing sword.
Is this time for a duel? Yes, good job. You can stand.
Shizika's never had this experience before either.
Never gotten this far. Where's the plankton meme?
I didn't think this far ahead.
This far
I didn't
ahead.
get this far.
To be honest, I've never gotten this far before.
Finally, you have somebody who believes your bullshit.
I mean, Sir Knight does.
You
Sir
have
Knight does.
somebody else. Well, you have somebody living that believes your bullshit.
I'm very
So
much
alive.
living. Excuse you, sir.
In the eyes of
The
God,
eyes of-
you are dead.
In the eyes of God, I am living. I am talking. I walk. I have a conscience and a soul.
You sure about the soul part?
Sure you do.
Yes.
Okay. Sure, man.
You wouldn't define it as dead anyways. You define it as undead.
And somebody who doesn't know. Finally. About his deadness.
There are other people that don't know.
True. One of them is gone. The other is Lavia, probably.
Oh, Snickle knows if you're talking about Snickle.
No, I mean Vara. I don't think she knows.
Oh, yeah.
No, Mara knows too.
Did she? Oh yeah, never mind. She knew.
Mara typically the
Oh, yeah,
reason
Daniel
why
doesn't know about Sir
people-
Knight Squire.
Yeah, no.
That's a bit.
They're
Funny
the only
how-
two real people that know about that, and then John kind of saw.
I mean, wasn't I still inside of the doorway, or did I move? So I was asleep when it
You
happened.
were inside of the doorway. You would have seen him topple
Yeah.
over like a pile of armor. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
John?
Apologies. John has been rifling through 3 different bags in a backpack for the past minute, and only now looks up at you and goes, "Hello." I'm gonna roll a religion check on that holy symbol if he's got one, because he sounds like the type of guy to have one. Can I
Is
have
he-
advantage on this because I'm actually familiar with the deities of the
Hey.
Forgotten Realms?
Hey zombie.
I come from the Forgotten Realms.
Hey zombie.
Yeah?
Despacito.
Fuck you. Alright then.
One Despacito, please.
Hold on, I got it.
I'm
Roll-
taking
One
my advantage.
Despacito, please.
Roll it.
I put down the other advantage that I get an 8. Do I recognize Lathander?
Certainly looks like some symbol from the Forgotten Realms. Could be Bahamut, you never know.
But I'm like, that seems like a good guy symbol, right? It doesn't look like an evil,
Yeah.
like, fucking skull. Alright. I'm gonna be careful to ensure that he doesn't see my holy symbol.
It doesn't look like a ram's head now, does it?
Did you at any point have it showing on your person?
No, it's inside of bag B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise I'd have
It-
told you to roll a sleight of hand.
Yeah, I'm sitting there stuffing a forgery, a disguise kit, and 5 healers kits into that bag, but at no point do I actually take out the symbol.
Hmm.
It's part of a clever disguise as a cultist, I swear. Hello. You two have a grudge against Strahd?
He says, not actually introducing himself.
Doesn't
gotta
even
get the-
introduce.
I gotta
You
get the
hate that
measure.
vampire bitch too.
I gotta get the measure of the person before I tell them which name I'm going to tell them.
Does Zombie have a table? I believe he has a table.
think he
I
does.
have a list of aliases.
Do you
It
want
depends
a
on the
table?
situation. No, it depends on the situation. I'm telling you. See, how much of a scumbag is Daniel? Do we tell him he's Stanley so they can get along?
Like, clearly, if he tells me that he has a problem with Strahd, then I will not introduce myself as Strahd von Zarevich, public urinator. Based upon the fact that he has a sun holy symbol, probably not a good idea to introduce myself as Stanley McDougal Sr., criminal element.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh wait, you know what I should do? While I'm still at the store, I should get more manacles.
More manacles are nice.
I need to
so
make
y'all know-
sure.
I was just gonna make sure. Did I actually sell 100 gold worth of things, or are you cutting me off at some point? I don't have a problem with either. I just want to know.
Sorry, what?
I have a 25 gold ring, a 25 gold hairbrush, and a 25 and two 25 gold books that I was gonna sell.
It was previously established that they only had enough money to give me 50 gold.
They were only
Yeah, which is why I was
they were
waiting,
only
'cause you were buying
willing
things.
to.
Ah.
They got a lot more money for me.
Yeah, which is why I was waiting.
They would see more value in the books.
Okay.
So they'd probably only take those.
So just take 50 gold then and remove the books.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm rich now.
It seems as though the rest of the group has kind of accepted this guy, Jonathan's to himself.
Allowed.
We have another added
Apparently.
I'm debating. He hasn't asked to be in our court yet, so I can't officially challenge.
Just steps off to the side, looks directly into the camera.
Let's directly to the camera. It seems that the group has chosen to accept this, and I suppose I'll have to be forthright with them. John walks over to this person, reaches out his hand, and says, "Nice to meet you, Michael Thornton, professional adventurer, mountain climber, and spy."
It is up to the present party to decide to react to this.
Glad we're all rolling insight to figure this out.
I'm going to turn my head so that Daniel is not able to see me and wink at the others.
Oh no, I'm not rolling inside at all. They're nice squire understands the essence of multiple types. He just considers this another. Makes sense.
Yeah, repeat the name, zombie.
Michael Thornton.
Go away, task manager. I don't need you here.
Oh god, I forgot the list of aliases I have. Eric Peter Sr. Mute poor person.
Oh lord.
What?
Somebody shut the door to my room. My cat's just like staring at the door trying to figure out how to open it.
If I stare at it long enough,
Do you want out? If you go out, you go to bed. Yes, lick your lips. That's the response. Yep.
Drop cat.
Hello. Yes, am I talking to you? I am.
You know
aren't
what?
I?
I should buy more parchment.
You want some
paper.
attention? Come here. Come here, I'll give you some attention. Come on up here. Come on up here. Hop on my lap.
How much parchment should I?
You are the worst. You're fucking useless.
Why did I suddenly get 4 Savage Lands cards? I haven't played Savage Lands in months.
Come here.
What the hell?
Come on up here. Oh, you're being such a silly Billy. Come here, baby. Come here, little baby.
Okay.
Little baby.
Well, that's
Hello,
happening.
baby.
Suddenly, John has a cat. He actually took one of the cats from.
We managed to finally snatch.
Well, you probably have. It all just kind of depends on how you choose to define the as a spy. If you'd introduce yourself as a spy, you'll find that many people won't believe you. It's a very effective cover story in all actuality. Either that or they do believe you, and then they start trying to sell out state secrets in exchange for immunity.
I'm glad he's so positive. Yeah, this is all you guys right now. I don't really have much to intervene with. This is what I
Isn't it,
had
like,
to intervene with.
In the evening? Isn't it still 2 in the evening or something? Or,
Yeah,
afternoon?
about like it's just after 2.
Yeah.
So like it's been about 20 minutes ish. Since you left the Burgomaster's mansion. To save myself from confusion, I'm just gonna boost that up to 30 minutes. So it's about 2:30.
All right.
You have plenty of day.
I'm gonna go ahead and head back to the Burgermeister for a moment.
One day you'll say it right. One day.
Booger Mister.
Mr. Bugger. Herr Meisterberg.
Meisterburger.
Are you telling me you don't know who Herr Meisterberg is? From the greatest claymation movie of all time? Jack Frost.
Alright, so
Super
you're heading back to the
Kitty wanna
Burgomaster's
go to
mansion now?
bed?
Oh,
What?
Daniel said something. I assume if you go ahead and do this, well, Voggerl already knows the details, so we can really skip over most of anything that he might need to know.
Let me go ahead and what kind of check do you want me to roll to find out information about where the best restaurant in town is?
What are we trying to do now? Oh, wait.
I know exactly what he's trying to do. God
Listen,
damn
we've
it,
been
zombie.
distracted with other pursuits recently. This is my first actual good shot at doing this.
It's a date. Let him have it.
Listen, God, do what I say.
Roll and investigate. Oh my god.
Listen, little shit.
Listen,
Now I see a
God.
20 somewhere.
There's a couple 20s in there.
Anyway,
Couple.
Roll an
Roll
investigation check.
all right. It's a 13.
The DC was 5. There actually isn't a proper restaurant in town. Most people eat in their own homes.
Whose house has the best food?
Probably the Burgomasters.
It's a date.
It's a date. That's the name of this session.
All right, just a second. I have to let my cat out.
All right, I guess we're going to the same place.
I mean, Sir Knight Squire, get the trumpet out. They need music.
No, I know.
Start. What is it? God, it's something whisper.
Careless Whisper.
Yeah, just start playing that on the trumpet.
Remind us of Theodore's untimely demise with the wolves. Plays Careless Whisper in the background. It's not that intimate, alright? It's not that type of intimate.
No, has nobody done this? Damn it. Nobody's done the doot-doot with Careless Whisper.
No.
That's
Yeah, I know. I
disappointing.
tried to look it up last time. I couldn't find it.
Because this has happened on multiple occasions. Yep. Yeah, so, wait, did Zombie just leave?
He said he had to let us
For
know.
now.
Okay. Well, Sir Knight, you enter the place first.
I am back.
Hello?
Children, gather around. I have presents.
They gather around cautiously.
Cautiously. Sir Knight Squire will pull out the book.
Oh crap! Careless Whisper on trumpet sounds actually kind of okay. It's surprising.
Oh, do you want me to play theme music while me?
Well,
Not
while you're on your date-
on... To yourself. Not on the voice. Sir,
You sure?
I am certain.
I think Shade has already had enough copyright strikes this episode.
Man,
All right. Listen,
it's
if you get
been-
enough people to claim it, then none of them win.
It's like a double negative. They just all cancel each other out.
It's
Have you never actually seen the fact that you can copyright claim your video
Oh, I've seen that one, yeah.
it's
to
hilarious.
prevent other people from copyrighting and claiming it? All right. But yeah, that's gonna be my plans for the day. I'm gonna pay the burgermaster to make the finest meal,
Oh, good.
or to have his slaves prepare the finest meal possible.
It's like, children, gather around. I have presents. They gather around cautiously, as he said. Sir Knight Squire will reach into his bag, his Christmas bag of brown.
Armor Man
Ratty.
has presents.
What'd they
Stella,
call him?
Armor Man has presents.
Armor Man.
Ah, silly children. Of course, Alma Man has presents.
That is Stella specifically saying that.
Of course. Didn't you see that I got a present for Irina over there? You all get something too.
Irina's over in the corner going, "Oh no! If it's on the quality level of what you got me."
Oh God, please let it be something decent.
Pulls out books. 3 books, 3 pens, quills, 3 balls of ink, and 3 sets of carpentry.
Are these kids literate,
like-
Shade?
Well, take a guess for Stella.
That's why they're
No.
blank.
Roll intelligence, zombie.
Yeah, so you're pulling out the books. Irene is like, oh, that's actually pretty decent. Pulls out the tools. God damn it.
All right, children. So the plan with the abbot didn't work out that well, unfortunately.
He
He's a
was
very
fucking creepy.
Does Irina say that?
She says that.
The man turned other people into animals.
I mean, they asked to be turned into animals, and he
He says they did.
he
I
They
don't
did.
fully believe him.
I had a very nice talk with Cloven upstairs, and he gave us a rundown of what was happening. He was a very nice man, and he did a lot for his son. And he also said that it's a terrible idea to leave them.
I don't know who this new guy is. I
Don't
heard
worry.
someone yell open the gates. But,
Evidently, he has been sent by God to kill Strahd.
which one? Morning Lord? I assume some other god outside of here. Because I highly
Can I
doubt
roll a religion check real quick on that? Because he does have the holy symbol.
You
Sure.
encountered others of this faith before.
Wow.
Probably wouldn't take much. And yeah, he just says the name of it, of the god.
Can I roll it with the pen?
Sounds fake.
That sounds fake.
I'm not familiar, but sure. Cool. What did this Lathander send you to do?
I feel like the Burgermaster wasn't listening to me when I just now said he was sent here by God to kill Strahd.
Yeah, and well, he wants to hear it from the kind man's own mouth, sir.
I'm just saying, fuck you, Shade. Not letting me speak for other people
How dare you?
so that they can't speak for themselves.
He'll kill you.
Not if I kill myself.
Zombie, no.
See, you think that, but I won't let you.
Joke's on you, I'm already dead.
What if he makes you a vampire then, zombie? How can you
Oh,
kill
I'm-
yourself?
I'm not. I'm dead in such a way that Strahd won't even be able to touch me.
Neat.
Strahd ain't willing to wrestle with that devil for the contract.
He just exhales. Okay. Good luck to you.
I love the
on
because he's
that.
evil.
Because he's evil.
He is indeed
Brilliant.
evil.
So, Shade, can Strahd walk in the daylight because the sun is that far away?
Oh, fuck you.
What do you
Is this
say,
what-
Zombie?
Is this what Curse of Strahd is going to become? Is just jokes about Dracula at zombies' expense because it's just such a. It's such an unfun experience going from. All right, here's actually Dracula too. All right, here's Dracula in the modern day, and also Dracula's stuff is just. Vampires are just Dracula just making shit up.
I don't
and
think we have
pretending to
enough
follow his
time
own
for you
rules.
to rant about Dracula and
I'm just
strange
saying,
Yeah.
pretending you have rules as a vampire, as your reasoning for why vampires have like weaknesses, is stupid.
Anyway, what are y'all doing then?
I was handing the children out their
Stealth.
apology gifts as
Oh, no.
well as their work gifts. It's time, children, to learn how to fend for yourself. Now, I couldn't find any daggers, so we can't go wolf hunting.
I
Well, we
feel
can-
like that stuff can come in time. I agree.
Daggers? I can wait.
John begins idly shuffling daggers around in his coat behind you.
Hmm.
I'm sure when the day comes, they'll be given a dagger of some kind. And I'm afraid that the teenager might end up hurting herself. She keeps meowing. It's weird.
You just need to be able to properly train them to defend themselves and give them pointers and show them how it's done. And eventually they'll become fine.
I'm gonna assess the burgomaster. Does he look like a combatant?
He looks like he's seen a couple battles.
I'm going to assess the burgomaster. Does he look like the type of guy who would be a
Does he know how to carpentry?
A good what?
good teacher? Does he know how to teach?
That seems
Is
like
he
a difficult
familiar
thing
with-
to assess from just looking at a person.
Is he familiar with carpentry, Shade? This is what we need to know.
Fine, I'll ask him.
Are
So,
you good
do
at
you-
teaching?
are you good at teaching? By the way, because having a good teacher around to give them pointers and insights on things would be a first step to prevent that
I
from
can,
them stabbing themselves.
I can certainly do the best that I can. And
Who was your teacher, Sir Knight?
My teacher.
Wouldn't you like to know?
You like to know.
His methods must have been very interesting.
Well, I was taught by a court, of course. Entire band of teachers. Get the 15 names table.
Oh no, I made a mistake.
All right, let's see here.
Do you think anyone who's taught Sir Knight Squire anything doesn't have at least 15 different titles?
Give me a moment. I'll make this simple.
here, let me just load up fantasy name generator and get
No,
the first
we gotta
15
get
names
a
I see.
name generator that also has at least 10 different options for names that are in it. I've come up with it. Well, you see, one of my teachers was Dendre Soto Davin Crosby, Aiden Zalava. Oh my God, these names. Zavala, Jordan Alexander, Memphis Caldwell, Ethan Mack, Jerio Humphrey, Marley Ho, Isaac. I was about to say Newton for Isaac Claude Von Damme, Henry. Claude. And then Sonia Enwig, Summer. Oh my God, what is this name? Castin Ed. Castin Ed. What is this? So how much minutes do you want me to waste on this, or should we just say that Sir Knight Squire has spent a number of minutes listing?
Several minutes listing names.
So now, does that mean it's 3 o'clock now?
And gets to the last. And Graham, Ballard, Moshe Barrett, Miley Brooker, Justin Garcia. The first.
Why did you ask this?
I don't know.
Now that's just the court, and we want to get to the extended court of nobility.
No!
Nope, we're good. We have an appreciation for the level of education you've received.
Ah, yes. I remember the one time that I was sent on a horse and they tied my legs to it. So I couldn't fall off, but then I fell off and the horse dragged me behind. Oh, what a pleasant time.
Did you hit your head?
Everything but.
Surprising, I would have thought that going towards the ground like that from horseback would have caused you to hit your head rather hard,
Nah,
possibly repeatedly.
I hit my knees.
Now, what's the scientific name of the knees? I feel like that's something more up Sir Knight Squire's alley. Give the
Blue
longest
Knight
name.
Squire
possible.
rides the horse. The horse takes off. His feet slide out as the horse goes forward, and he slides backwards, still in sitting position. Hits his knees against the ground as the horse starts dragging him, as he bends back.
All right. Anyway, I guess we'll have to depend upon you to teach these children well when it's time, Herr Burgermaster.
Now, Lavia told me that we're going to need to earn our keep by helping around. And so that's what these carpenter tools are for. Come on, children. Let's go around town asking to see, because Lavia's suggestion, from what I heard, with Snickle looking for a job, is to help with construction.
They will go with you if you bring them.
I will bring them.
Are they? Oh, okay, sure. I can't say this is how I was expecting this all to go.
So did John actually give me daggers, by the
No,
way? Okay.
no. John's just playing with them in his coat.
All right.
There's no way he's handing you daggers to give to the children.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Don't worry, it'll happen.
John's experience with giving young children daggers and teaching them to use them is not a positive experience.
You're
Don't
right.
think-
I should give them long swords instead. I have one on my person, an extra. Give me a. So which child?
I want to point out that that's not an in-character statement, Silver.
No.
Greg, bring the claymore.
Zombie, are you trying to say that the unstable cat child shouldn't have a weapon?
That would be what I'm trying to say.
Now she has
Well,
natural
well,
attacks. Don't worry.
Shit's dangerous.
You ever seen the cat claws? That's dangerous. That's at least a D3.
Hey, that could fuck up a commoner.
I'm gonna come over towards the Burgermaster. Now, the others are going to be doing all sorts of stupid and foolish things today. I have a slightly more.
Also, after buying those items, I will be removing them from my inventory.
Zombie, you cut out.
I have a slightly more romantic idea in mind of how I wish to spend my day.
Romantic.
Yes. The young lady that we have brought to Crest. Well, out of character, I just fucking forgot her name. Say her name.
Irina.
Irina. Yeah, Irina. And I have been rather hitting it off on the, especially
Because-
since everyone else is insane. It makes it a lot easier if you look competent by comparison.
He looks at you, looks back behind you at Irene at the table, looks back to you.
I'm trying
Okay.
to keep my voice kind of low here. So fucking stop! I'm not trying to date the Burgermaster. Fuck off, guys.
Which one?
I also love it's Burgermaster whenever Garbo tries to spell it. It's never Burgomaster. It's Burgermaster.
He does this on purpose.
I do. So I'm too lazy to Google how to spell it.
All right. It's an O. It's Burgo. Burgo.
Volga.
I've been trying to tell them this
Anyway.
since the beginning.
No. Anyway, I would like to treat her to a nice meal. As it might be quite some time before we return if we had to, because we're probably likely to leave soon. As I understand it, your house would likely probably be the one that is most equipped to serve for that purpose. Is there any way that I could have you arrange for a more private dining experience as well as some of the finer fare you have available? I will, of course, pay for any expenditures that you have to make on my behalf.
Well,
Persuasion.
as far as roll persuasion. You can't beat that. I've not been asked something like this before. I'm no cook myself, but I mean my wife Anna makes a mean wolf steak. Not that it's the greatest meal, but it's what we have. Our wine cellar is currently empty because our shipment from the Wizards and Wines didn't end up coming in this month.
So Shade, I have a real quick question about the.
I can take care of the wine.
So you gonna roll for that wolf steak? Because I don't think that's actual meat there.
I have a legitimate question about the wolf steak.
What's up?
So, my Discord's screwing up. So instead of like measuring it in raw, do they measure it in like how dire it?
Serious question, eh?
You can almost feel it chasing someone up a tree.
I mean, I still want to know: does John feel comfortable eating mystery meat here?
You just see a pack of
John
wolves.
doesn't mind so long as Irina seems happy with it.
You just see a pack of dire wolves passing down the old Svalik road. The one has a leg in its mouth, the other has a cape.
In a minute, John might need to chase down that cape.
So just let me. Red Dragon Crush was the wine, right?
Yes.
I have 2 quarts of that stuff.
Good. Now, do you plan to do this like really soon? Because if it's a romantic dinner,
Tonight.
Tonight? Okay.
If possible. If you could arrange that.
I guess.
Would it be possible for you to not inform the others as to where we are at?
Very well.
I say, setting up a perfect situation for be ambushed.
Suddenly, Strahd appears on the table and pulls Irina away, disappearing in the smoke. God damn it, Silver. All right.
We should have listened in on my conversation, you dick.
I mean, he's the music for you. He's gonna be playing
You
careless.
were
Whisper.
leaving. You were leaving with the children. I don't want him there. He's gonna start playing.
What?
He's gonna start playing like the Benny Hill theme in the middle of the meal.
What are you missing on your conversation, by the way?
Look, he's just thrown you out.
Fucking
despite how
rolling
you're-
perception.
No, the perception was to see if I could not see the wolves walking by.
That was a
Oh.
joke,
Fortunately,
by
I
the
rolled
way.
high.
It's not a big house, so yes. But do you have a reason to bother them? There you go.
So, Shade, legitimately, is there a wolf walking by with a cape in its mouth?
There's not actually.
Okay, I was about to say, well, children, change of plans. It turns out that we
Meat's
all
on the
go
menu
home.
tonight.
It's hunting time.
I like my meat extra dire.
Cock's sword.
Fox,
I
trumpet,
mean, he doesn't know how to
sword.
use it.
Cock's trumpet.
Hey, I'm still gonna have to ask you when I can turn my when I can combine a longsword with a trumpet at some point.
What's this ruby shit you're trying to pull off?
That's what bards do.
Bards too.
It's literally a thing, right?
It's literally a thing. I mean, technically, it's a thing I can do later on. Like, not legitimately, but it basically acts like it mechanically.
Isn't it that you can use a your weapon as a I think what focus?
Mm-hmm.
That's the best choice of words.
It's part of God, Discord's still late for me. I don't know when I'm talking. It's part of one of the bard colleges, I think. If I remember correctly.
Swords.
I
gather.
Yeah, which is the one I have, I'm pretty sure.
So give him his trumpet sword, damn it.
What about your ribcage xylophone?
Give him another one.
Look, I
Another
have two
ribcage?
long swords. One of them can be a
Yes.
trumpet sword, and one of them can be a bone sword.
This sounds like a post-Barovia kind of deal. Assuming you make it.
You think Sir Knight Squire can die?
Well, he's already done it once before.
Oof. You just gonna take that silver? You gonna let him call you out?
That's a hot take right there.
I'm gonna take it. I've watched at least a couple of dozen die instead.
Oh.
So, what are you gonna do now? The burgomaster asks, standing awkwardly as the children and Sir Knight leave. I mean, if you want to hang around town for a few hours, sure, but there isn't all that much to do.
I think I'll go for a stroll.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk around town and just hope to run into trouble or something to keep myself occupied.
Okay. As you wander
Listen out for
around town,
rumors. Yeah.
you find you find at the northern edge of the town there's a this shimmering, sparkling pool. And near its shore sits a gazebo that's on the verge of collapse. A wooden statue of a mournful, bare-chested man, its paint chipped and faded, that stands in the gazebo, with arms outstretched as though waiting to be embraced. That description literally makes it sound like Jesus.
Does he want a hug?
Looking for an embrace.
Where is this?
It's the free hugs.
By
It's
the-
a
by the
statue
pool.
sitting over top of like a fountain in the center of town.
No, it's in a gazebo next to the pool in the north part of town.
That man looks like he needs a hug.
Do I recognize the man at all?
No.
This is a statue though, right?
Yes, it is a wooden statue.
Is it magical?
Roll Arcana. You can very much tell it is not magical. The statue itself isn't magical, of course.
So it look like there's anything of value around the statue?
Doesn't.
In the fountain, is there any money sitting at the bottom?
There's no money sitting at the bottom, but it is
Dang
a surprisingly pure pool of water as opposed to the cloudy water you might have seen from in Lake Zarovich as you passed by. It looks clean enough to drink, which you would assume to be, this would be one source of the town's drinking water.
Okay. Is there anywhere to like sit down nearby?
If you want to dare the gazebo. But it looks like it will fall with a strong wind. But looking around the area, it seems to be protected by the multiple trees and walls.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and sit there and kind of have a rest for about an hour or so before making my way back. That'd put us at about like 4, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna be marking off some uses of my patch magic.
So what is everyone else
Extra
doing
sorcery points.
on this calm day that totally didn't have somebody potentially die earlier?
I mean, we were looking for jobs, correct?
Yeah.
Let's go find job.
Would like you to roll investigation.
Oh no.
Investigation? All right.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm an intelligence build. Guys, we're fine. We're fine.
Wait. Can we roll for Snickle as well? Why are you using sorcery points? I think Lavia would provide advantage.
I was converting my 2 patch magic slots into sorcery points.
Would it be fair to
But I
say
would
that because
cover
Lavia
some-
was wanting me to find a job, she would give me advantage?
Sure.
That's better.
Okay. Sure. You do end up coming across a person that a few people actually that wish to try to rebuild the gazebo by the lake. They call it the Shrine of the White Sun, but it hasn't been touched in so long that it's seemed to see a lot, so they're looking to touch it up, make it look less like it's going to destroy itself.
That seems like a job well suited for first timers. Could you give us a bit more information about this and kind of like tell us what it's about so that we can try to fix up in the most proper order that would be close to what it was before?
They tell you that the general shape of it, they would assume, is quite similar to what it is. It's a gazebo, and currently John is sitting in it, as you would see from a distance. They do mention that they'd heard that the spring or the pool itself, which is connected to an underground spring, was blessed by a Saint Markovia several long years ago.
Oh, would that be the statue in there?
They're not certain.
Can I roll a religion check for this, Saint Markovia?
Go ahead.
I like these die.
You assume that Saint Markovia is some sort of holy person that came to Barovia. You couldn't guess where. You haven't personally heard the name. It seems more like a more western Barovia.
You know, I would like to phone a friend and turn to Snickle. Hey, Snickle, do you think you would heard of this guy?
Snickle would know less.
Ah, okay.
You tried.
I tried. I don't know where Snickle's been.
Ask
For
the
all I
big
know,
dumb if he knows more
Rolling.
information than the person who's lived here.
He's a Valkyrie paladin that worships Bahamut. What the fuck do you think he knows?
apparently a lot about Mimic.
Apparently.
There's untapped knowledge in that skull of his.
Uh... There's actually a thing I can tell you, I think. Is there a thing I can tell you? Oh, I lied to you. It's actually for the Morning Lord. So you assume that that's the Morning Lord.
Oh, that's Morning Lord?
Yep.
Then when I get advantage.
About Saint
it's a morning-
Markovia, no.
Oh, okay.
You can feel free to ask them about Saint Markovia, though.
Sure, why not?
They
I'm
tell you that.
interested in that. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny. Look, Abbey of Saint Markovia. They tell you that Saint Markovia was a priest of the Morning Lord who took a stand against the devil Strahd after a fierce uprising. Markovia and her most loyal followers stormed Castle Ravenloft, only to be destroyed.
That sounds familiar or something. Not sure what. Feels like I was told a fortune about this one. Oh well.
Oh yeah, you were in the party for that.
Yeah.
I forgot. I thought that was a Stanley thing.
No, not
No,
even.
Stanley left
Right after Death House.
literally right before you're going to meet the
Burgermaster.
Ismark. Well, there are many things that you are able to do.
Alright, children. Let's go repair this.
Okay, this is gonna take more than just an hour.
Fine.
This is
We've
this is
got
a this is a several days work thing.
as long as they provide logic.
Okay. The party suddenly decides to stay in Kresk, just like we should expect, I suppose.
How long
What do
is
you
this the longest we would stay in a town?
I think so. If you are willing to stay for a few days to help rebuild a gazebo.
Well, you know, I'm sure we can give the children some pointers. And then they can take care of the rest for themselves. They need to find work after. Of course.
You can do whatever you please. I will say we're not getting to the date today, zombie.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry. I'm not willing to do that tonight.
That's fine.
We
Let me
need
take
everyone.
let me take another 2 short rests then until 6, which is when the date will occur, right?
Puts down his toolbox right in front of John. Sorry, John. I mean, if you want to stay here, we're going to be repairing this. Don't mind us if we make any racket.
John's just taking in the scenery, relaxing. The sun is dim, but just barely visible outside of the gazebo, just the way that he likes it. The racket reminds him of living in the city.
How intimate. You're very close. It's almost like you're in the heart of it.
The depressing, mildly unhappy, generally oppressive atmosphere feels like normal to him.
No, you gotta hit the hammer straight. You gotta make sure it's. Don't hit your.
Yeah, Shade, yes or no, can I go ahead and get 2 long rests? Like, I'm gonna head back to other places, but I'm
2
not
long
really
rests?
doing anything crazy today. Or two short rests, sorry.
I was gonna say 18 hours and not getting the benefits from the second one. Actually, you wouldn't get benefits from the first one.
Excuse me, you keep
really.
citing this 18 hours thing. It's 24 hours from when the first short rest ends, or from when the first long rest ends.
I meant total time, but I think I also got that wrong. It's
So
8
Shade,
hours.
I found something that's almost close to the trumpet of Careless
Oh
Whisper.
no.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it in the Strahd memes
I will look at that later
in general.
when I end the session, which may be real soon actually. It's nice when nothing bad ever happens in a session. Right, Vogril?
Yeah. Right, Valgr?
What did you say? Stabs the Burgermeister right now?
Executes it. I deem you evil.
We've
You must
saved
perish.
Kresk.
We must save Crest.
Order 66.
No, it's or actually 65.
Shit.
In this particular instance, we'd be killing the
Good
high
point.
the
You have a point.
chancellor.
You
so-
have a point. Okay.
This is actually a really good cover. Gee.
So you're starting to build that thing. I assume Shizuka, you're probably doing the same. I gather.
No, I don't work. Greg does.
Or
Greg,
okay.
help. Wait, Greg has to get his own carpenter tools. I don't have enough.
Greg is pulling bones out of the sack.
All right, if he can make shift carpenter tools out of bones, go. What do I have here? I have a crowbar. I don't know if that'll.
106 kazoos.
Ah,
What?
it's actually not bad quality.
That'll definitely be a later thing. Okay. Does anybody have anything else they want to do? Because I feel like we are soon winding down
2
for the
short
session.
rests? Yes or no?
Sure.
Cool. I'll go ahead and note it down.
You're just sort of waiting around for 3 hours.
Yep. Gotta get my date.
Okay. Is he a strong boy? He's above average.
Who?
Uh,
Oh,
Daniel.
okay, Daniel.
He's a little below average at one stat.
I wonder what stat.
Looks at investigation. My favorite
This
thing.
reminds me, Zombie, about the post of the I've accidentally made a cleric with a -1 in. How do I play that? Does God exist? I don't even know. Personally,
But then
I don't even
again-
think organized religion exists.
Yeah. Personally, organized religion really isn't for me. Let me just
I don't even believe organized religion is.
God damn
let
it.
me just get it posted up in here.
Of course.
Because I have it on this phone.
I'm glad you have it saved on your phone. I wouldn't expect.
I have it saved on one of my phones. I need to get it transferred to the other. That's the problem with having a computer and 2 phones. My memes are sourced in 3 different locations. So
Oh,
God, does
God,
he really
does
exist?
he
I mean, who
really
knows?
exist?
I don't know. Personally, I don't even believe in organized religion.
The look on his face is what really sells.
Eh,
Also, what the heck are they doing in the background? Is what I've always.
you'd have to watch Father Ted to find out.
Are they pulling him up with the
Alright.
tractor?
Yeah.
Not
But it looks
tractor.
almost like a ski resort if it weren't for the fact that it looks like it's like, is that an elevator lift? Are they? There's an ambulance off to the right. Like that's a British ambulance.
Lifting
Let's,
him up.
Someone is
bed.
sitting on a bench with like an elevator lift.
Okay.
There's a baby pram sitting there with a bunch of people just staring in front of it. I don't.
Okay. Instead, we can discuss a meme after. Yeah, that sounds a lot like another person that in the party that we know, Vogril.
Sorry, are you referring to me, motherfucker?
No.
Oh, are we talking about Snickle? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, Snickle's really bad about that. John at least knows a little bit. John doesn't want to learn about his deity though.
See, you got a good reason. I just find it ironic that that Snickle believes in a dragon, of which another dragon kind of did the mimic
Look,
thing.
Third Knight Squire
Let's not worry about the details.
has changed his religion since being in Baroque. And he'll talk about religion like he knows it. But like he basically has note cards and sometimes writes on Sharpie on his hand and tries to remember what it's about.
Yes. Sharpie, the new invention in Barovia.
Yeah, Sharpie. He does have the Sharpie ink pen app.
These new imports from this place called The Real World.
From this
Sounds
place
odd to me.
called America. Oh, apparently from this like entire new planet called Earth, I guess. I don't really know why they why they spelled it Earth though.
Okay. In this case, I feel like there's nothing more we can do unless I suddenly decide to throw a meteor at you, and after the end of the session, Barovia shall shrink down again by several miles to account for the losing of a foot to make every square 5 feet again.
All right, that's the end of the session.
That's the end of the session.
We ended
Draw
before 1
session
a.m., guys.
21.
With the smacking of a hammer.
Smack.
Hammer
Blasted
smack.
hammer.
That's just a straight D20. Good job. Anyway,
19.
April Fools.
April Fools.
This
April
session
Fools,
didn't
guys.
happen.
None of this was actually an event.
It's all retcon. Theodore's still alive.
Theodore is still alive and is still Vaudril's character. Don't worry about a thing, guys.
The orphans are still
Is your
orphans.
Is your name literally Daniel Bright, by the way? It's just all of the I's have been replaced with Y's. Yeah, I thought so. I was waiting a while to ask. I don't have words, but okay.
Alright. And... Bye the tubes.